Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your host GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. And this is our sort of pre-Stockport 2.0 lead-up video.
We are your TOs this weekend. That is right. I can't believe it's here already.
I know, it's scary.
Absolute nuts. So we've actually come into the Northwest Gaming Centre today because last year we had to come in here and do quite a lot of cleaning.
Yes.
Although I have to say the Northwest Gaming Centre is looking pretty dazzling.
It is, but we put this down to the fact that there has been a big Warmer Hordes tournament the previous weekend, so they've probably done most of the work for us.
Yep, I do have the inside information that that is the case. So it's already looking clean, and that means that tomorrow morning we're going to be getting down here and we're going to be setting up the boards for what is our second.
You'll be setting up the boards, I'll be setting up the computer.
That's right, yeah.
Not that it'll take too long, but I'm going to make it take a while.
It's very, very exciting, and this is our second tournament.
Yes.
Now, what was very exciting about our first ever GBHL tournament that we ran was that it was record-breaking, wasn't it?
It was the largest independent that year.
Oh, no. Guess what? Guess what, folks? 2.0.
We've done it
Definitely
again.
the marketing. I know you love the 2.0.
It was the fact it was a good event last time, so people have recommended it to friends. The hobby is growing.
Do you know what? It wasn't
The
a good
channel
event.
has grown.
It wasn't a good event last time. It was a great event. It was fantastic, and I was devastated that we couldn't join in.
No. And there's
For
so
lots of
many league
reasons.
points.
Lots and lots of reasons. So there were a ton of great things about the last Desolation of Stockport, and I think the biggest thing was just the huge volume of people who've not been involved in tournaments before mingling with the volume of people who had been building up over the last year with the momentum of the Great British Hobbit League. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to give you a little bit of a preview of how the weekend's going to run for those of you that are coming down, how it's all going to work. This video is going to go up as soon as I get home. So you can watch this before you come to the tournament, so you've got an idea of what's going on the Friday, what's going on the Saturday, what's going on the Sunday, and even what's going on the Monday as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I think we should talk about what we're going to be doing tomorrow morning. You're setting up the computer.
Yeah, I'm going to bring down my baby, my Alienware, and take it out of the house for the first time in 2 years.
That's a gaming computer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, I always wanted an Alien. Yeah, for the one computer game I ever played or whatever it was. But the important thing that's going to be happening tomorrow, as well as the computer being set up and everything going up onto the
projector.
Fingers
crossed, God, please.
It didn't work last time, but hopefully this time. Is the setting up of the board, which was by far one of the most amazing things.
So fun. Unfortunately, it wasn't last year, was it? Last April.
Last April. It's mad, isn't it?
It's only a few months ago.
It's only a couple of months ago. Absolutely crazy. It's setting up the boards, and it was one of the things that people actually put down as being one of their favourite things about the tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And what did we do last time?
Last time we had the Journey of the Fellowship, wasn't it? Well, the Journey of the Ringbearer, really.
Yeah.
All the way from the Shire back to the Shire.
Yeah, it was really exciting. So the boards that we had.
There and back again.
Very good.
Frodo's tale.
Well, we had, and have you got an extra Hobbit holder you can contribute? Is it finished?
Yeah, it is finished. Yeah.
Fantastic. So we had the Shire, which was over there, and then you had Bree, and then you had like the entrance to Rivendell.
And they were some of the favourite boards from everyone. But they were the bottom tables, so they didn't get used because we actually had less attendance than we made tables, which is a real shame.
It is a shame, and as a result, we've come up with a couple of things this year to change it. There's a couple of things we're going
to flip it on its head a bit. So the first day is random, so you could potentially play anywhere on any table, and on the second day it's ranked, but the bottom tables the bottom tables last time, we're going to be the top tables this time.
Yeah, which should be really exciting and just provide a little bit of an extra dynamic. Now, the reason why we did it the other way around last time was, and we did have a reason for it, a gaming reason, is that, guys on the top tables towards the end, it's not so much about the scenery, etc., and you don't want terrain to be impact on the battles. But this time round, and it will be interesting to see how it affects the results, etc., is that because it's the other way around, top tables will have a decent amount of terrain. I mean, top table is the Shire.
Yeah.
And the second table is Bree.
Pre-scouring.
Pre-scouring, which is pretty cool. And we would like to, this is a good video to put this out there, I think, is that if you find yourself playing on a table that you have played on before on the first day, ask the guys either side of you whether you can swap tables.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure people will. I've played on this table already, can I play on that? Because it was such an attraction last time.
It was, yeah. If I think someone played on like the what do we call it? The Dagger Lad, was it? The brown table? Twice in a row, it's like...
Emin Mule.
Oh, yeah, that's it, Emin Mule.
Yeah, that was definitely not our proudest board.
Table. It was like,
We tried. Do you know what? I would love that actual board to be made, though. You know,
just
like
like big rocks faces.
You could have the Emin Mule, but also the dead marshes.
Yeah.
You know, that would be really cool, like actually making the marshes, and then you've got all the pathways and the lights, and you've got the dead marsh spectres under the water.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be a well cool board. I'll have to speak to Rick, see if she can do that for the channel. So that's going to be one of the features of this, is that we want you guys to get as much of an opportunity to play in different areas of Middle-earth as you possibly can. Yep. So the weekend starts tomorrow, because we've got people coming across the world who'll be coming to the Northwest Gaming Centre from...
About 12 o'clock seems to be the general consensus. People arriving in dribs and drabs from 12 and hopefully get a few games in, practice games and whatnot.
Yep, and not only will we be able to get a few practice games, the camera is going to be set up here, and I'm going to be trying to film as much of people's armies and their expectations of the tournaments, what they think of the boards, etc. Just like used to ages ago, and then obviously Damien's been doing for us. Just learning a little bit about some of the members of our hobby. Hopefully, trying to get a few new people on camera as well.
Yes, yeah, it's always good to see new faces.
Yeah, we don't want it to just be about the same group all the time. So we want to try and get as many of you guys on there as possible, because of course that's a huge amount of content for us. And I'm going to be trying to do that a lot of tomorrow afternoon. We might also be able to get a couple of battle reports, because we have been challenged.
I've been challenged by Jay Clare, and I've agreed to accept. I guess it's Lake Town. We don't know. I forgot what the scenario we agreed was. I think it's something that neither of us benefit from particularly.
Are you going to take your Woes Elves?
It's Woes Elves that are playing. Yeah.
Oh,
it's going down. It's going down.
That'll be a great game.
Close.
That'll be a great game. I had a really close game against him last time.
Yeah.
Very close to winning. Very, very, very good game. But I lost. I lost. So, yeah, and quite a few people have sent us emails saying that they want to get a game, and do understand, guys, that it will be first in.
Yeah.
And also we had to have a time limit on the games last time, just because we could get through a few.
Yeah.
So I'll try and get a few battle reports recorded, and then in the evening.
Oh, on Friday?
Friday evening, yeah. I think if we just all go for.
I think the curry across the way.
Yeah.
I'd like to do it. I'd like to get a curry in.
So if anybody wants to come over for a curry, we're going to go across to the curry house, get a few drinks in, not make it too much of a late one, but start getting the atmosphere going, ready for the Saturday. Which is going to be amazing. Yep. So the day starts.
The day starts from registration and game 1 draw are between 9 and 10, with game 1 starting at 10 o'clock. So
if I tell you any different, guys,
just ignore everything James says after last year's failure.
Just come in at 10, you'll be all right.
Game better start at 9:30.
Sorry.
Bad person. Yeah. So if you arrive sort of 9:30ish, that'll give you time to get yourself set up. And also to register with me.
Yep, and when you register, they have to bring their army list.
Bring an army list, and you'll get your raffle ticket that you get for buying the tickets. And if you want to buy any additional, they'll be available throughout the entire weekend. But that's always a good space to get them.
Is there anything else that they can purchase while they're here?
No, I don't think so.
GBHL t-shirts.
Oh, we've got a surplus of some sizes which will be available to buy.
How much given in?
It's £20, wasn't it, for a t-shirt?
He wants to keep them all for himself. Look at this. He didn't want to tell any of you.
All the small ones that I can't wear. It's like.
Are they all small?
No,
I'll have some of them.
There's a lot.
I like t-shirts like that.
Yeah, there are some small ones.
I could do with another one actually, to be honest.
So yeah,
I might buy one.
So game 1 starts at 10 o'clock, and all the games are an hour and 45-minute long, and is to the death. So start off with a simple one.
Yeah, to the death's quite a simple scenario.
Just a pitch battle essentially. Then a 15-minute break at 12 o'clock. We've got game 2.
How long are the games for our tournament?
I literally said that like 30 seconds ago. An hour and 45.
Fantastic, good stuff. Just in case they didn't catch it.
Okay.
Just in case they like me.
Game 2 is going to be Lords of Battle. So
that's a great scenario.
Yeah, so you could pull anyone in that one. There's no sort of bias because it's all random. Then it's going to be between, when is it? Between 1:45 and 2 o'clock. We've got a presentation by GBHL Damien and that other guy Tom, and lunch as well.
Yeah. And we'll talk a little bit about that presentation shortly, without giving away too much, because it is there.
It's their little baby. And also best army voting. So during games 1 and 2, we'll go around and pick out some armies.
Yep, and Deadmar Spectre of Shadow and Flame, one of our sponsors, he's going to be here.
Ah, good man.
So it'll be sponsor pick.
Yeah, sponsor pick, cool. Then game 3, at 14:45 will be Taken Hold, which is the custom scenario stolen from the Scottish,
You love that one, don't
who
you?
are still with us.
Whee!
Yes. Good.
Thank you very much to the 2 million.
Yeah, Scottish, who decided not to leave. Don't need to get passport renewed for Stockport. For Scotland. For Stirling now.
Glad you made that decision.
A good choice. And then we're finishing up the day, game 4 with Reconnoiter, and that will end the day of tournaments play at 6:30.
Now, I think a couple of things that's worth discussing now before we go on to sort of the night's entertainment is the fact that we're doing something very unique, and I'm taking full credit for this. That also means that if it doesn't work, I'm also taking all of the blame. One of the things that I loved about Throne of Skulls was the fact that you got random opponents. You got to play against a lot of people you haven't. Now, that's obviously not necessarily ideal for league deciding tournament play.
Yeah.
But we've decided that we're going to do this on the first day.
We do it on the first day so that you can potentially, hopefully, play some new players. And if you play against a regular opponent or someone you play all the time, and you both agree that you want to swap, then you, by all means, just swap around between yourselves.
Yep, so you can swap opponent and table if you need to, if you played on a table already, and if you play an opponent regularly. And again, that's because I think that for the spirit of the tournament, spirit of what we're trying to build with the Hobbit SBG community, we want you guys playing people that you've not played and meeting people. That is surely the best thing about our community, is the fact that you're going to get to meet people. But what I'm really interested in, from your point of view, what kind of result do you think that will have on the overall?
I've worked it out, and at the end of, well, by game 7, you can have 2 games playing in contention to win the tournament.
Wow.
So table 1 and table 2 could all be full winners.
Isn't that amazing?
It's scary.
Is that a first time situation?
Probably not.
Just saying.
Sorry, yes.
Come on, Jamie, play the game. That has never happened before. I think it'd be really cool. I honestly think it'd be really, really cool. I think you will end up with quite a few people who are on all wins.
Yeah.
Of the first day. But then after that, we then will go into the second day. But let's talk a little bit about the night's entertainment. So from 6:30, we will wrap up.
And by 7 o'clock, we'll be in Amici's sat down for food. If you just choose to come with us, says.
Okay, so if you're watching this video and you've not already...
You've not already ordered, we've got up to 50 spaces, so I think we've had 26 plus those 28. So we've got 22 spaces left. So that'll be a first come, first serve basis. But so basically, Amici is full up on Saturday, so 50 is the max we've been allowed to have from him. And if you've not already,
2 people stood outside.
please. Yeah, but I'm sure he'll do his best to get any extra.
He will do.
Yeah,
you can sit on my knee if you need to. I don't mind.
And if you've not already ordered, which is probably too late by the time this goes out, we've handed it in. Just order on the night, but your food might come just a little bit delayed compared to everyone else's who's already ordered.
Yeah. That sounds good. And we're going to be eating off a set menu. It looks pretty good as well.
Yeah.
And the food there's absolutely fine. The beer is fantastic.
Yeah.
And our plan is that we're going to have a few beers there afterwards. We'll try and stay there as much as possible because we want everybody to be chatting.
Yeah.
We're not going to be going out nightclub raving.
No.
But there is a pub that's not too far a walk away that we all really enjoyed last time before closing, which was called the Puss in Boots, I think. I think it was called that. It's not too far. And I think if we all head there afterwards, that might be a good place to go and have a...
God, we should warn them.
Warn them that we're all turning up.
50 people might be turning up.
Oh, it'll be alright. They'll be made up. that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of booze.
But it is, isn't it? It's a lot of money.
Maybe put an extra staff member on about 8 o'clock. Well, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, if you think when we're eating from 7, usually there for a couple of hours, 9, we're going to be in there for a couple of hours, so yeah, we'll probably go over there, we'll have a few drinks, have a good catch up with friends, and I hope everyone makes a real effort to bring in people that have not been to tournaments before and make them feel real welcome. We don't want any cliques or anything. And show everybody what the community's about. So we'll have a few drinks there and hopefully not get our heads down too late because we all know what happens then. Oh dearie me. And then we're going to be going into day 2, and this is where we register later, is it? Or start later?
No, still same time, 10 o'clock.
Oh right, okay, that's all right.
Yeah, game 5 starts at 10 o'clock, so it's not too bad.
It's not too bad at all.
Considering you're all local to here. And it will be a modified Seize the Prize.
Fantastic.
Now, can you remember how we modified it?
Yes, I can. So we modified it by saying that you have to leave off your opponent's board edge.
Yep.
which was one of them.
How many victory points for that gain you?
If you leave off your opponent's board edge, you get 5.
Yep.
If you have the prize on their side of the board, you get 3.
Yep.
If you have the prize on your side of the board, or you have the prize and it's not on their side, you get 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I get that
So
right?
yeah, in your side, if it's in your board half, you get 1. If it's in your opponent's board half and you hold it, you get 3. And if you get it off their board edge, you get 5.
And we've done this because obviously the issue with Seize the Prize is that you are going to get certain armies, or Mounted Rohan, Eagles, anything like that. You can just jump in, dig it up, and
Get
go
it
on.
off. You also gain 3 VPs for breaking your opponents and not being broken yourself, and 1 if you both break.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
That's the additional thing we put in as well. So force you to fight.
Yeah. And I think that'll work. There was a modified Seize the Prize at East Grinstead, which still didn't quite work.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work because...
Did they have leader and breaking? So it's still beneficial to just do those 2 objectives rather than go for the prize.
I think it might have done, but it also it had any board edge but not your own, which meant that you could just kind of run to the
that was
corner.
it. Yeah, you run back into your own corner.
Run back into your own corner, which you could still do.
And we're playing on 6x4 boards, so it's going to be the 2 long edges that you're fighting over.
Oh, so it's going to be big boards.
Yes,
It's going
yeah.
to be big boards for this 6x4.
If you've not played on 6x4 before, or you're not used to it, it's the extra sort of 2 foot is huge.
Makes a massive difference.
Either you do sort of end up playing still on a 4x4, it's the potential at the beginning to use that space.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's really, really good. So after we've done the Seize the Prize, is it then lunch or?
I think it might be another game. Yes, it's game 6 then.
Game 6, which is Hold Ground. And
Hold
we're doing
Ground.
that from 12 until 1:15.
Yep.
So Hold Ground, we all know Hold Ground.
Yep.
That'll be quite interesting. And then we've got lunch.
Yep.
Okay, now lunch on the second day.
Which the second day is when you want to run the your pub quiz.
So we're going to be doing a quiz, and this is completely taken from the format that GBHL Damien did at the fantastic Longbottom Carnival, which wasn't too long ago. So I've used that same kind of structure. Hopefully it's just as fun. Everybody really enjoyed that, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Really good. So we'll be doing that. So I'll marshal you into your teams, and while you're eating, we'll have a bit of fun. And the winning quiz team will get bought a round of drinks from behind the bar in the Northwest Gaming Centre over lunch.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that then. That should be good fun.
Yep. And then the last game, the finale, will be Domination.
Wow.
As game 7, which is a good game, I think, for a final.
It's a great game, and very interesting to have it as the final game
Yep.
as well, which is something else that we should discuss at some point as well. In fact, probably a good time now.
Is to discuss the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was Jamie's ordering of scenarios.
Yep.
So what was the thought process behind ordering them the way that you have?
Other than I have, so we've got Reconnoiter and Lords of Battle as your random opponents. So there's a chance to get big VPs there if you are lucky enough to pull a good army against. To the Death and Taken Hold are both very much pitch battle-y styles, so it works for everyone.
Yep.
Then in day 2 we got Seize the Prize modified, which is the first one you're going to get ranked on. So I think it's a good scenario to be ranked at because it requires a bit of good play. Then Hold Ground, it's a bit of a spanner in the works because you can't really plan for Hold Ground very well because of random entry. If you've got certain warbands set up to do certain things, they can appear away from each other. And then Domination, I think, is probably the most tactical and not demanding, but it's a very clear.
And
I'm going to win.
Balanced and
Yeah.
it's a very, very good scenario. And I can't think of a tournament so far where Domination's
Been the last one. It's usually one of the first few.
Yeah.
But I think Domination is just one of those ones where a good player knows what they need to do in Domination. So for the last game, I think it'll work really well.
And I don't think there's any danger with us sort of saying this on here now on a Thursday, because I'm sure people have already painted and chosen which armies. But just out of interest, what kind of armies do you think will do well at our bunch of scenarios? I guess the thing with random opponents on the first day is...
you don't really need to plan so much who you're going to be up against by that point. I've tried to order it so that it doesn't have any favourite for, like, certain tournaments have favoured an all-hero build. Some have favoured a Horde build. I've tried to vary the scenarios enough that a Horde will have a tough time in some games and all heroes will do well in others. Just to make it fair in everyone.
Yeah, which I think is good. I think it's good, and it could really sort of throw it up. Yeah. And like I say, to have 2 tables, two top tables, effectively.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially, both fighting for the crown, as it were.
Yeah.
That could be really, really, really interesting. Really interesting going into the last game. So with that over, we will then go into the award ceremony.
That's correct, yeah.
And we'll be doing that straight away.
Straight away afterwards, yeah. Well, once all the results are in and once it's all done.
Something that we're also going to do during the... we'll probably do it after the award ceremony. Or maybe just have the camera on in the breaks between the games for people to go and record a testimonial.
Well, we'll figure that out once we've actually thought of it, instead of just jumping it in the middle of a video.
Well, basically, we want to give you guys who are turning up to the tournament an opportunity to maybe record a minute-long video to tell us how you either find the tournament or what you like about it, or even if it's just like a little thank you or a little reason why people should attend a Stockport event with us in the future. So
Or any event.
Or any event, of course, but especially Stockport.
Oh, you're such a scumbag.
Of course I'm going to promote our event.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's the largest UK independent event, but there are other tournaments available, as the BBC would say, that are all fantastic as well, actually. Really, really good independent scene.
Yeah. So for the awards ceremony, the first thing we'll be doing is the raffle that everyone got their ticket where they come in, and it should be your responsibility to look after your tickets. If you lose it, tough titties.
I like the prize.
Yeah, no.
Especially if it's that Boromir.
It's Boromir. So,
That's some good prizes.
I've got a little box here, but you can't see it. Obviously, the ones that you know about are Bard the Bowman and the Rivendell Knights. They got unlocked through the sales of regular tickets after the early birds are sold out.
Rivendell Knights are at mine, which you remind me.
I will do. We have got the, as we just mentioned, mounted Boromir on horse there. Random box.
That's a good prize. I want that model.
Yeah,
I think I've got it. I think I've got it actually.
I think you have. I think he's just in pieces.
He is in pieces, yeah.
Frodo and Sam in orc armour, which we actually had a question about. Can I use Frodo and Sam as orcs? And we said no.
Did you agree with my answer?
Yeah.
Thank you. Phew! I've been getting a lot of questions like that on Facebook lately, and I hope I've been answering them right.
I've been getting them as well.
Oh, right, okay.
I hope they're not playing us off against each other.
Yeah. Have you had anywhere James has said this?
No,
I've not had anything like that. I think we've been answering right.
But if we answer opposite, do you reckon that on the day they say, oh yeah, well James said it's fine to do this?
If they do, say, well, it doesn't matter, because whoever said no...
Overrules.
Overrules.
Yeah.
If the negative side of it overrules every time.
We've got Gandalf the White on rock.
Good stuff.
Yeah. You said good stuff.
Good stuff.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Ba-dum-bum.
Exactly. And the one that I really was hesitant to give away because I wanted it for the mounted ring wraiths. A mounted ring wraith.
Oh, very cool. Now these prizes have been donated by someone very special.
Yes. However, you've caught me off guard because I've forgotten the name. But it was someone from Canada and
generic Canadian person.
a very nice Canadian person donated these to give away.
We really appreciate it. He communicated with Sam Page, didn't he, across the Facebook group? Is that right?
I can't.
Right, okay.
I'm terrible at memory of names. You should know this, man.
I do know that. Sorry, I apologise for my friend.
We've got a Mordor Orc Lego keychain.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
This is a proper prize.
I have to get the Lego out. Lego Frodo keychain.
Fantastic.
Well. And also a Desolation of Smaug source book.
Oh, now that's a good prize.
That's a good prize.
That's a very, very good prize. Lots of people saying that with not having one. And that's all in its wrap and everything still, isn't it?
Yep.
Which is brilliant.
Still sealed.
So lots of great raffle prizes there. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to that. And then we will have our award ceremony, which will be filmed. Now the order that we'll probably do this. What do we have prize for? Do we have the best sporting?
I'll check what I've said.
Yeah, best that we check. But it's definitely an award for the sponsor's choice of Best Army. And the way that Best Army will go is that the sponsor on the first day will pick out their 10 best painted armies. They'll also pick out their favourite, but they'll tell us the 10 best painted. Yeah. And on the second day, for lunch, we'll put those best armies that are chosen by the sponsors out, and the players
are going to vote for the best.
Players are going to have a vote, and there's a prize for each of those.
So it's all players will receive a £5 gift voucher, but online only for Element Games simply by turning up.
Now make sure that when you go on to buy from Element Games using your voucher, that you make sure that when you purchase, you go to how did you find or hear about us.
Yeah.
You click on the drop down menu. Don't buy unless you do this, and if you're about to buy and you haven't found it, don't buy anything. Come back to us and we'll have a look for you. But you need to go down that drop down menu and you need to find GBHL podcast or GBHL YouTube channel. Not just YouTube, not just podcasts or whatever, GBHL.
Yeah.
And when you find that, click on that. That's very, very important to us.
Yeah. Otherwise we don't get our end of the bargain.
Otherwise we're going to start putting up ticket prices.
First place will be rewarded with a £20 gift voucher from Element Games.
Ooh.
And a choice of dagger.
Choice of weapon.
Choice of weapon.
Weapon of choice.
Second place, we'll get a £15 voucher, and third place, we'll get a £10 voucher.
Very good prizes.
Yep.
And then for the best painted and sponsor's choice?
Best painted? No, it's just one. Just best painted players vote, a £15 Element Games voucher.
Fantastic.
There and back again, certificates for players who've travelled overseas, and spot prizes throughout the day. And obviously best sporting.
Absolutely fantastic. I might bring a little prize down then for sponsor's choice.
Okay.
An extra little prize, which I think would be quite cool. So some really good prizes there. So we'll get everybody up on the podium and they'll be able to choose their daggers, etc. And the tournament will start to come to a close. But before it does, we'll give everybody an opportunity to have a first look at our next event, or my next event in Stockport. And it'll be your first look as well.
Yeah.
Because I've been teasing.
It's a secret from me.
Yep, I've had to keep it.
Some partner.
Well, I wanted it to be a surprise for you as well, and I don't want people to, think that we've colluded.
You'll get an honest reaction of just, oh no.
I think hopefully I'm hoping you'll enjoy it. Get a first look at the rules pack, and I'll discuss exactly how that tournament's going to work, and everybody will have an opportunity to buy their early bird because there won't be any early birds available for ticket purchases online. So if you're not able to make this, I suggest that you contact somebody who
is coming,
and you transfer them some cash so they can pay cash for the prize. And get a first look at that, and then that's the end of the tournament.
It is, yeah.
That's the end of the tournament. So we'll probably go and have a mooch to get something to eat.
Yeah, say our goodbyes to people who need to rush off straight away. I think the tournament finishes reasonably early for a Sunday. We'll just double check it again.
Yeah, I think it does.
I think it's like 4 or 5 o'clock or so it shouldn't be too bad for trains back, which I've struggled with in previous. Yeah, 5 o'clock, the award ceremony should finish around about.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it'll finish at 5 o'clock. A few of us will go and get something to eat. The gaming centre, I'm sure, will still be open. So if you want to come back, have some more games, have a few drinks, that's absolutely great. I can film some more battle reports, etc. And we'll also be here on a Monday.
We will, yeah. I booked it off from work for Monday.
Yep.
Probably get here about 12 o'clock or so again. So we'll get a bit of a lie-in for this day.
Yep, good call, good call.
I'll need it.
It's going to be an absolutely fantastic event. Really looking forward to seeing all those people that I've not seen for a long time, and also looking forward to meeting a bunch of new faces from the channel, from the community, which is going to be great. So I hope you enjoyed this little preview of Stockport.
Little preview. It's been going on for 27 minutes.
It's great. This is today's content.
Yeah.
Don't even have to couple it with Speak Friend and Question FAQ.
Save that for another one.
Yeah, exactly. A little preview of what's going to be happening this weekend, why it's going to be an absolutely fantastic event, some of the things that we're doing a little bit differently, what we think the way that it's going to go as well, and what we think is going to be really good about it, and also the order of how the day's going to go. So if you are turning up to Stockport 2.0, definitely worth watching this video so that you can see exactly what's happening. And if you've not decided to buy a ticket, they can still buy tickets.
You can do, yes, yeah. Right until the death of the event.
Yep, so...
Although you just said it's well worth watching this video. That if they've just heard you say that, they've watched this video.
So well done you. You are winners. So guys, this has been GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie.
With another video for our channel. Make sure that you...
Nice, good save. I've ruined it now.
I'm good at saves.
Another video for our channel.
Make sure as well, we do have fun. Make sure as always that you comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your hobby.
Follow us on Twitter.
Go on
Happy
then.
Strategy Battle Gaming.